Hey, Indiana. Let's clear the air about vaping. Glue, rat poison, paint. We all know these products contain poisons like formaldehyde, arsenic, and lead. And these are just a few of the chemicals you'll find in e-cigarette vapor. Let's clear the air, Indiana. Don't puff this stuff. Visit don'tpuffthisstuff.com to join the fight and spread the word.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
And a pleasant good evening, everyone. We welcome you to Crispus Attucks High School. It's the final week of the high school basketball regular season, and tonight Attucks will play their second to their last game. They come into this one winners of 7 of their last 8. They currently are 15-6 on the season, ranked number 7 in today's 3A USA poll. They're 15th in the 3A Sagarin ratings, and Carmel, after opening up their season at 6-1, they entered tonight's contest at 10-11 on the season. They're currently 27th in the 4A Sagarin ratings. High school basketball on IndianaSRN, brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer since 1955. Boilermaker Local 374, representing highly skilled and motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community. Bertner Electric, your trusted electrician partner since 1986. The Morales Group, they're in business to create a better future for you and your family. Piper Logistics, your trusted logistics partners since 1994. Aspen Creek Grill. Why go anywhere else for the largest selection of great food made from scratch and very affordable? Highway Safety Services. Over 60 years combined experience in traffic control and pavement markings in Indiana. And the IndianaSRN Sports Page. Follow the sports page daily. Updated news from coast to coast. Log on to IndianaSRN.org and click on the sports page tab. Troy Dergowski, Coach Keith Myers with you here tonight. Believe it or not, well, we're going to get a snowstorm somewhere because sectionals begin next week, so you know that's going to happen, right? No? Maybe this year won't?
We're on a sectional Tuesday night. It's supposed to be 58 degrees. I want to keep it there.
Below or above? Coach, this is a matchup. They don't meet a whole lot. In fact, this is only the 4th time in the history of these two schools that they have gotten together. This is Carmel's last game. And then they think about the tournament, which they'll open up against a very good Noblesville team. So really the Greyhounds are going to have to play extremely well tonight to get ready for next week.
You know, you look at their year at 10-11, and people say, well, that's pretty disappointing. But, you know, they play a very, very tough schedule.
Yes.
New system. Things are working as well as they should. And now you get ready for the season. You win this one, it carries over, and then you got to get ready for the second season. And you lose there, you're done. So I will say we will probably see a very aggressive Carmel Greyhound ball club tonight.
Well, they don't score a whole lot of points, and when you look at what they've done this year, and you're right, they play a very, very good schedule, and they do each and every year. They were 6-1 after their first 7 games. Then they lost 5 of 6, got back on the winning side of things for a couple of games, and then they lost 5 of 6 more. So it's been kind of one of those up and down years for this Greyhound basketball team.
Roller coaster season's hard as a coach because you think your kids get it, and then they taper off. It's either concentration or maybe different lineups, or you put something different in where they don't understand it. Then all of a sudden you get back into that, right? I've had some seasons like that. I'm sure you have had as well as a coach.
Mostly down, never up. By the way, keep an eye tonight on Evan Harrell, big 6'8" senior, guy to play inside. He can stretch you a little bit on the defense as well. They've got some size. They've got some guys who can play, but they only average 48.1 points per game. Defensively, only give up 46.8. So somewhere in there, they got to find some offense tonight.
I think a lot of that is because they play slow and deliberate at times. They can get up and down the floor, but most of the time it's a slow, deliberate ball game.
Well, again, as we mentioned, this is the final week of the regular season, and we're going to come back and talk about Crispus Attucks. Chris Hawkins has them playing good basketball right now at the right time of the year. We'll talk about the Tigers next here on IndianaSRN.
We're not here to just sell you another piece of software. We're here to helping you procure the licensing, manage and monitor those licenses over time.
Collaboration is very key when working with our clients. We are very much a partnering organization. We definitely work as a team to deliver solutions for our customers.
We're here to build relationships with customers, which is unique.
Hi, I'm Grayson, and our parents work in road construction. Every day they head out to make our roads safer and better for you. But did you know work zone deaths have increased 63% since 2010?
Wow, that's a lot. Please slow down and pay attention when you see all those orange signs. When you do, you're helping to keep our parents and everyone who works on the roads safe. Thanks for looking out for us.
This message is brought to you by your friends at Highway Safety Services. Stay safe, stay alert.
If you're not familiar with Crispus Attucks, all you have to do for us is look to our right. Look at the 4 state championship banners they have up there, and then you start looking at all the names that have played for this great program. Probably the most famous of all of those is Oscar Robertson. Just so much history in this gymnasium, and you walk in here, you kind of feel it, don't you?
Well, the crazy thing is you turn right to come into the parking lot, and it's Oscar Robertson Boulevard. You're going down the street, it's Martin Luther King Boulevard. It's when Debbie parked today, she goes, they got a museum. I said, oh yeah, you need to go to the museum. She goes, okay. And the parking lot was just kind of, you walk in here and you feel it. You just feel the history, and it's pretty cool.
Well, the Tigers are playing really well. They've won 7 of their last 8. We saw them in the City Alliance Tournament Championship, and they just, bottom line is, I know they lost to Cathedral in that game, but a break here or there, they might have won that championship again, but they're 15-6. They're very talented. They're probably going to see Cathedral again next week in the sectional.
Well, you go back to the strength of schedule. They play in my opinion, they play in a pretty good conference, not a really strong conference, but they're a non-conference schedule. And they go to Fort Wayne, they go to Homestead, they play Carmel, they play Lawrence Central, they play Lawrence North. That's pretty tough playing a 4A schedule, and now you're a 3A school. So I talked to Chris the other day, today actually, and said, what are you going to do schedule-wise, because the 2-year period is over. He goes, I'm actually going to go down to 2A level because we got to get ready to play those teams because we don't get ready for it. And I said, well, you're going to still play your 9 tough games? He goes, well, yeah.
Of course.
I said, well, we'll do all 9 of those games for you next on IndianaSRN. So we'll see what happens.
Well, they're led by Desmond Briscoe, and this young man has been a stellar player in this program. Seems like he's been there for about 6 or 7 years. But Desmond going to Iowa, he's averaging nearly 16 points and 9 rebounds per game. Kind of how he goes is how they go.
He also is a good student and a great kid. During the JV game, he was talking to some of the JV players, and that's what you want. You want a leader like that. He's a good kid.
Not the only player they have, though.
Nope.
Chris Hurt, very good at 15 8.2 points per game. You also have Caden English at 10.1. Iman Cousins at nearly 10 points per game. And Kai Brownlow is also a very good player, nearly 8 points per game.
And he's been coming on it late and putting in some really good minutes. So it should be a very interesting contest.
And they love to press. If you're not willing to face a team that'll come after you time and time again, you might want to keep them off your schedule.
Well, they're going to beat you up too. I mean, if the officials let them play physical like the city tournament game, we're going to see some fouls that aren't going to be called, and we're going to go, okay, they're going to let them play.
Well, if they do anything like they did in the JV game, they let him play in that game.
They did.
It was interesting to watch. So
it's good to see good young officials, though, right?
Yes.
I mean, those officials did a nice job. Really did a nice job.
In a very tough ball game as well. We'll come back. Crispus, Attucks, Carmel battle tonight. Final week of the high school regular season here on IndianaSRN.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
You know, we know our public address announcer from Beech Grove.
Yeah. He sung the national anthem a couple of times at Beech Grove.
Held that pretty good, too. Let's go to our public address announcer for the starting lineups.
At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 5, Aiden Dickerson. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 10, Zach Michaels. At guard, a 6'10" junior, number 13, Ben Bremer. At forward, a 6'8" junior, number 23, Evan Terwell. And at forward, a 6'7" senior, number 33, Liam Mann.
Desmond Briscoe, as you see right there, the very, very large man that's going to be taking the middle here for Crispus Attucks. Let's talk about keys to this one.
For Attucks, get off to a quick start. Really put pressure on the ball and limit your turnovers. For Carmel, this place rocks, and this is a historic place. Enjoy that, but play fundamentally basketball, hit your free throws, you can come out with a win.
So it'll be Liam Mann jumping in up in the middle against Desmond Briscoe. Carmel in their traveling gold uniforms and the Tigers in their home whites. This will be the last game for the Greyhounds before they focus on Noblesville.
How would you like to be in front of 2 6'8" guys?
Trying to
and you're about 4 or 5.
All right, here we go. It'll be Attucks basketball. Chris Hurt, second leading scorer on the team at 15.2 points per game. Carmel will open up in a 1-2-2 zone. Actually more of a 1-3-1.
This is the most patient Attucks will be all night right here.
Never easy to go against a zone that you don't see a whole lot. I would imagine Attucks has seen more man-to-man this year
all
than
year.
anything.
Yep, you bet.
Shot in the corner, a lot of contact there on this shot, and we're going to go to the line for 3. Aiden Dickinson picks up the foul. That Dickerson will be number 1. And at the line will be Brownlow for the first time tonight. He'll be there for 3. It is very warm in this gym tonight.
It will take a toll on you late in the fourth quarter.
We, as a broadcast crew, have already had a water break.
Well, we had the nacho break as well. We've had the taco break.
Got our mints tonight. I won't mention anybody what was going on last night.
Well, the mints are brought to you by the good old people at Walgreens.
Yes.
Lady looked at me, she goes, you know those are 2 for $6.
And you bought 2.
I did.
Third free throw by Brownlow is good, and an early 3-0 lead now for Attucks. Girls season will end on Saturday, and of course we'll have tournament action next week. Baseball pass down low. I'll tell you what, Briscoe got a big-time hit there on man, no whistle.
Got the ball.
Ryan Osborne's like, what? So now Attucks basketball. They will move it well. So far they have against the zone. Wide open 3 is good. That's going to be Cousins. And an early 6-0 lead. And it appears early, Coach, that this is a Carmel team. Again, we talked about their offense a little bit ago, is that they don't have the firepower really to come back the way a lot of teams can.
And Attucks is, I would say, a little bit faster than they are right now.
That is Harrell on the spin, and the foul against Brownlow. And that'll be his first. Ryan Osborne, the head coach for the Greyhounds. And Chris Hawkins, the head coach for Crispus Attucks, as that 3 is missed by Harrell. Harrell able to retrieve it, drives in his foul. So Harrell to the line for 2. That foul, we'll wait and see who they call that foul on. It's going to be, if it is 22 Brownlow, that's number 2, so he's going to take a seat. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Reynolds Farm Equipment, the leading equipment dealer serving farmers, homeowners, landscapers, and commercial contractors in Indiana. Nothing runs like a deer. Give them a call, 317-849-0810. Greyhounds on the board, trail at 6-1. Tough break there for Brownlow with his second foul. Second free throw good by Harrell. So we head the other way with a early 6-2 lead. That is Cousins dropping it in the corner. The shot's way off the mark by English. And then a steal here by Hurt. Fast break back the other way. Hurt lays it off. Bucket good by Thomas, who's just checked into the ballgame.
Unselfishness pays off for you.
Renaissance Thomas averaging at 6.3 points per game. He's number 2 on the team at rebounding off the bench. at 4.7. Brewer having a difficult time with the pressure.
Almost too much dribbling, Troy.
They're trying to get it inside the man, and they finally do against Briscoe. Man in the lane, may have traveled with it. Dickerson starts to penetrate, can't find any room. Back down to man against Briscoe. Man leans in, stripped away. Turnover Carmel. We head the other way.
Lead.
Here's a three, downtown three missed by Cousins, and it goes out of bounds.
Briscoe showed me something there, took the hit. What's this?
Yeah, that's pretty unselfish basketball right there.
They are definitely pounding inside.
Well, they're going to try to get Harrell in foul trouble if they can. Here is Zach Michaels with a basketball. Remmer gives it up outside now to Dickerson. Hard to find an open shot, stolen away. English on the steal. He'll miss the shot, rebounded by Bremer. Here's Harrell. Wide open, three on the way, and good by Michaels. Well, there's no doubt when you think about the schedule Carmel's played, they've seen a lot of very good, talented teams this year. So here's Briscoe with a jumper up and good, his first two of the night. So it's not for them, it's not going to be intimidating at all.
No.
10-5, a 5-point lead, Carmel basketball. This is Michaels. The high screen by Mann. And that one is thrown out of bounds. Michaels thought that ball was touched. Second turnover. Here's the wide open shot by Michaels. And we're coming up on the halfway point of period number one. The double team out front against Hurt. Briscoe from 16, way short. Rebounded by Thomas. And the ball goes out of bounds. Turnover, Attucks. So 2 turnovers by Carmel, a single turnover by Crispus Attucks. Bremer across the timeline. They'll dump it down to Mann. We may have our first foul against Desmond Briscoe, and it will be number 1 on Desmond. Just the first team foul. I take that back. Third team foul now on Crispus Attucks. Carmel has 1. Bremer inbounding. See if they'll go back inside. They're looking at Harrell. Harrell positioned from behind by Hurt. The drive, left-hand shot, tough shot by Bremer is good.
I didn't think that would go in. That's at the side of the backboard.
3-point lead. Carmel extending those 2 guards out front.
Stretching it out, aren't they?
Yep, they sure are. They're going to make sure they're going to guard that wing, too. There have been a couple of times where Attucks got a really good look from that corner. Left-hand shot is on the way. Good. That is Chris Hurt. Back to a 6-point lead. Hurt his first 3 of the night. Second 3-pointer now by Attucks. Dickerson on the penetration, the kick. Bremer looks right side, and the ball's going to be deflected out of bounds. Let's take another look at that last nice drive there by Bremer in the bucket.
Weird shot, wasn't it?
Strong kid.
Yeah. Well, you better be strong going down there.
High screen by Mann. Now the shot by Harrell is off the mark. Rebounded there by Thomas. Tigers quickly back the other way. Wide open on the wing, and before the shot is made, we have a foul underneath. They may have gotten Briscoe for his second. Now, I don't think they're going to count the bucket. So now Briscoe has 2, Brownlow has 2.
And they are not going to count the bucket.
We're going to see Lamar Jones. Lamar goes at about 6'8".
He played well in the city tournament.
Yeah, gave him good minutes. So now Carmel has 2 of the starters down for the Tigers, and they may be down for a little while, each with those 2 fouls. Bremer with a basketball. Off the screen, this will be Michaels. Good defense again here by Crispus Attucks. Tough to find his shot. Nice pass down low. Powering it up off the glass, and good is Evan Harrell. He has 4. Lead down to 4. The drive, right hand blocked by Mann. Ball volleyballed around, eventually picked up by Thomas, and he scores.
Kept it alive, didn't they?
Yep. Well, certainly the size advantage right now belongs to Carmel. They trail it by 6. Run a lot of motion offense for sure. Bott is in the ball game, lost it. 3rd turnover by Carmel. Tigers back the other way. That's Cousins. Gives it off now to Hurt. He can't get it to go. Long rebound by Harrell, and Harrell slows it up across the timeline.
That kid's 6'7", and he's dribbling the ball like a guard.
Yes, he is. Not afraid to go outside either. That was an air ball by Mann, and saving it on the out of bounds is Michaels as he throws it off the leg of an Attucks player and out of bounds. That was Thomas. Carmel coming in with Jamichael Fountain, number 12. Dickerson back in. And also coming in for Attucks will be Alexander Harris.
This might be a smart move. The heat of this gym, and to get them some blows, get them water.
Off the inbound, no good by Vaught. Carmel another offensive rebound. They'll keep this possession with Dickerson back at the point.
Under a minute.
Fountain starts to penetrate. Coach Hawkins wanted an offensive foul. Down to 47 seconds. Long possession here for the Greyhounds. The drive inside and a foul call. Think they'll get Thomas on the foul, and that's going to send Harrell to the line. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Morales Group. They're in business to create a better future for you, your family, and for the community we share. They can match you with the right career or hire the right candidate for your company. Give them a call, 317-472-7600. Harrell back at the line for the 3rd and 4th time. He is a perfect 3 of 3 from the line. Carmel coming back with Mann. Second free throw is good. Also coming into the lineup will be Jamie Wack, number 2. Lead down to 4 with 40.8 seconds remaining. I think you're right. I think everybody's like, it's really warm. We're going to have to keep fresh bodies in there.
Open up a door.
You and I,
and then the heat will come back.
You and I are starters tonight. We'll be going to the bench here pretty soon.
Yeah.
So
get ready, Jerry.
Need somebody to fill in for sure. Harris lobs it to Hurt. They'll get it down low to the big fella Jones, and nothing there. Kick it back outside now to Hurt. Clock at 17 seconds. Guards very active there for Carmel. Hurt looking for the high screen, lobs it again to Harris. Harris on the drive with 8, lost the basketball. Second turnover, Attucks. Here come the Greyhounds back the other way. Shot is off the mark by Wack, and we will go to period number 2. Attucks on top of this one, 15-11.
Hello and welcome to Game Day. My name is Keith Myers. I'm the Vice President of IndianaSRN. We're glad that you joined us today. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
High school basketball on IndianaSRN brought to you in part by Boilermaker Local 374. They represent highly skilled and motivated workers in field construction and metal fabrication in the state of Indiana. When you need a safe, dependable workforce, you can count on Boilermaker Local 374 to do the job right the first time. Period 2, 15-11. Carmel basketball led in scoring by Evan Harrell with 6 points. The other way, 4 points by Thomas off the bench. But 2 fouls on Briscoe, 2 on Brownlow, costing them 2 starters. The near steal. Shots way off the mark. The putback, no, by Mann. Mann gets another offensive rebound. Can't get that one to fall. They'll battle for the basketball. Hurt comes away with it. Lead pass stolen away. 3rd turnover. They love to run.
The length of both of these teams can cause you fits.
Length and quickness for sure.
Yep.
Each team with 3 turnovers. Julian Vaught with a basketball, and we've got a moving screen. That'll be an offensive foul and a turnover for Carmel. Foul's going to go against Liam Mann. That'll be his first, and team foul number 1 in period number 2. Carmel 4 turnovers now after that offensive foul. They're going to double team trap out front. Nice job there by Harris to throw it off the leg of Bremer. Coming into the ball game now for Attucks will be Julius Spann. Averages 3.9 points per game. Coming out of the lineup will be Thomas. Still on the bench, Briscoe with 2, Brownlow with 2. Nice pass underneath, layup good, and Spann comes in, gives them instant offense. Lead back to 6. Bremer crossed the timeline, almost stolen there by Hurt. They'll swing it back to Bremer, right side from Dickerson. Down low, Mann. The kick out. They'll reverse it left side here to Bremer. Drives baseline, stepped out of bounds.
That's a great call by the official. No bump. Just took the line as the other defender.
Harrell back in. He got the timeout. Of course, between the quarters, he got about a minute and a half right there. Give him an opportunity to get a little bit of a blow here as he will be back in the lineup now for the Greyhounds. Carmel won their meeting last year between these two teams, 49-37, a very low-scoring affair. Shot in the corner from 3 is up, and it is good. And how about Julius Spann? 5 off the bench. He only averages 4. And Carmel wants a timeout. Take another look at this. We'll take a timeout as well. 9-point lead.
Aspen Creek Grill, we are a from-scratch concept with comfort-correct food. You can expect a world-class experience. We've got incredible specials, great service. Everything that we do here is made from scratch. We hand-cut all our steaks in-house. Bring your family. Come have some great food.
High school basketball brought to you in part by Piper Logistics. For more than 2 decades, the seasoned professionals at Piper have been the trusted allies for all your inventory management, warehousing, fulfillment, and transportation needs. For more information, give them a call, 317-396-1023. Bremen able to get it across the timeline. They almost turned it over between him and Mann, a collision.
Lack of
got to concentrate, run the play. Good look here at Dickerson.
They are just trying to pound that ball inside, aren't they?
Wide open 3, no good by Bremen, and rebounded by Lamar Jones.
Jones has done a nice job in this ball game.
Not a big offensive threat, but he will rebound and is a presence inside for sure. Wide open 3 is on the way, missed from the left wing as Harris can't get it to go. Carmel with the rebounding transition the other way. One thing you notice about the Tigers, too, Keith, they're going to play in the passing lane. You better have a strong pass.
Yes, you better.
They'll lob it down low to Harrell, and they turn it over.
There's an example for you.
Yep, 6th turnover now by Carmel. 3 minutes in the second quarter. Wide open, and he is feeling it early. Span missed it. Ball loose, picked up there by man for Carmel. So now the Greyhounds down low to Harrell once again. Has a size advantage inside. Draws 2 defenders. Dumps it off, and the high arcing shot by Wack is no good.
Oh, they got number. They had numbers.
Here's a 3 on the way. That one was really forced that time.
I don't know if that's the shot you want.
So now, no, I think they need to set that up a little bit more. They've done a good job of doing that so far. Bremen drives in the lane. Kicks it out. 3-pointer good by Evan Harrell.
He's got 7.
9. He missed his 2 free throws.
You're exactly right. I missed the one down here.
And he's not happy about that either.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
6-point lead now for Crispus Attucks. Here's Harris. And a traveling call. That'll be their 4th turnover.
It's my first game of the year.
It is.
I know you've done about 80. I've only done 1.
Coming out of the lineup, Lamar Jones gave them good minutes as Briscoe's back in.
Now you got to protect him for the next 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
Well, so far we haven't seen Brownlow come back in. Under the 4-minute mark of period number 2. Carmel basketball. That is Michaels, and a foul call against Hurt. Just the first on Chris Hurt. By the way, had that opening 3, has not scored since. Julius Spann had a little bit of blood on his jersey, so they're going to clean that off for him. You know, the day when you and I played, you just played.
Yep.
Your jersey could be full of blood. They didn't care.
No. Times have changed.
It has. Bremer basketball with a left-hand drive. Leans in the lane. Shot fake. Blocked by Briscoe. Rejected big time. Lead pass will find Hurt. Hurt may have stepped out of bounds unless we got a foul call. And it looks like we will get the foul off the pass. And that's going to go against Evan Harrell, his first. Now this is Keith Myers-esque, that block shot right there. You know, Bill Russell used to block those and keep them in play.
Straight up.
Yeah, he knew how to do that.
Bill Russell also played volleyball, along with Wilt Chamberlain. Did you know that?
I do that. Did Oscar Robertson play volleyball?
I don't know. Next time I see him, I'll ask him.
Okay.
I'm surprised Oscar's not here today.
I am too. Here's a shot on the way, no good by Cousins. Carmel comes away with it, 1 and done for Crispus Attucks. Lead pass will find Dickerson. Here's the left-hand shot on the way, no good by Fountain. And the ball will go out of bounds. It'll go over to the Tigers. We got a foul call. Don't forget, HCAC Basketball Championship action coming up this weekend, am I right?
3 o'clock is the women's game. 5 o'clock is the men's game. Transylvania hosts the women's, and Anderson hosting the men.
Again.
You and I are going to do the men's game, I think.
I think we are. Pass down low to Briscoe, the double team. He powers it up and scores. Briscoe has 4. Semifinals, by the way, are on Friday night.
Yep.
So we'll know by the time that Friday night's over who the 2 championship teams will be for the men and the women.
Be a late night for research.
Well, I have a crew that does that for me. So.
You're lucky.
8-point lead coming up on 2 minutes. Good look here at Bremer. May have gotten away with a travel. He did. Ball in the corner, picked up there by Fountain. Carmel only 14 points so far in the first half, only 3 in this second quarter. And that was the Evan Harrell 3-pointer. Now you kind of get an idea as we have a whistle and a 5-second call. That'll be their 7th turnover. You kind of get an idea why they're struggling in scoring. They're just not getting enough shots up, first off.
I stand corrected. Evan Harrell got the illegal screen call.
So Harrell picks up his second. Still will be a turnover. That's number 7. Under 2 minutes remaining. A.J. Jones is checked into the lineup now for Crispus Attucks. Very good passing team is Crispus Attucks. Nice pass down low. Briscoe missed it. A lot of contact. He goes down hard. He is still down on the floor. And finally, trying to get to his feet. No timeout is called. And now they're going to check on Desmond Briscoe. He may have just come down a little bit awkward. And Lamar Jones will come in. Real physical play. Wait till he gets to the Big Ten.
Oh. Well, he'll get beat up there, too.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to go straight to the locker room.
So Briscoe out. Still an 8-point lead. It will remain Tigers basketball.
So there was no violation, just get him off the floor, make sure he's safe.
Yep.
That's good officiating.
Here's A.J. Jones. He played well in the JV game. They try to dump it down low to Lamar Jones, and it goes out of bounds. Last touched by the Greyhound.
The thing I like about A.J. Jones is he likes to talk.
Yes, he
does. I mean, he gets you in the game. Give me the ball. Hey, you can't guard me. Those type of things. And he does it in a way where it keeps you in the game.
There's a block shot by Julian Vaught. We head the other way. Carmel has a minute remaining in the opening period of play. So even get some points on the board. Again, just 3 so far in the second quarter. That's man down low, draws the double team. They'll kick it outside. That'll be Vaught with the basketball. Now it'll be man, the screen. Vaught turns, kicks it outside to Bremer. Left side, now to Michaels. Wide open is Bremer once again, and they just can't find a shot, Coach.
Look at the defense.
Very close to a 5-second call. Carmel still holding the basketball with 23 seconds to go. What a defensive quarter here for the Tigers. Right now, A.J. Jones giving everything to Bremer. Out front will be Harrell, and a foul call. Foul will go against 13, Ben Bremer. That's going to be his first. That's the 8th turnover.
That is A-plus defense. Look at this. Got the elbow, got the chicken wing, and you might have sold it a little bit by sliding across the floor.
But he slid well.
He did.
So now, Crispus Attucks. By the way, back in the lineup is Desmond Briscoe. They'll play for one right here. The drive by Hurt. Hurt. Wide open is A.J. Jones. Missed it. Ball loose on the floor. A.J. had a pretty good look. But how about the defense in that second quarter for Crispus Attucks? Coach, they held Carmel to 3 points. Now, they only scored 7, but they only gave up 3.
But you outscored them.
Yes, that's the key.
And that's the key here. Last night, if you were with us last night, halftime score last night at our game was 42-43. A little bit different and a lot more defense tonight than what we saw last night. But, both teams played very well. Coaches are playing intense. And I tell you what, it's a very physical ball game. And Attucks is controlling from the get-go the physicality of the ball.
Well, the big question now is how is Carmel going to get somebody more active offensively? Evan Harrell had 9 points in the first half. They only got 3 from Michaels and 2 from Bremer. They got to find some offense someplace.
Yeah, I think one of the things is Carmel comes down and just cannot get in their offense because of the aggressiveness of the play.
We'll take a timeout. It is halftime right now. Crispus Attucks 22, Carmel 14. Big play here for Mount Vernon. Ertl looking right, now over the middle, fires, and it's in there for a touchdown. What a throw Boy, what a stick, huh? Side out, back to the middle, and guess what? You want a point on the other side, you go to Taylor Lewis.
Here's Freeman. Has an opening shot. Score!
Stafford around a screen. Skip pass. Mays with 3. Mays drive. Floater up and in at the horn.
Hand off, and nice hole over the near side. 40, 35, 30. Block to the outside. 20, 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. And that's a big one right there. And finally, somebody gets on the board.
Halftime score 22-14. We're at Crispus Attucks High School. Very aggressive first half. Hey, don't forget, sectional plays start Tuesday. IndianaSRN will be at Cascade as we will have the first game of the sectional at Cascade, George Washington against Edgewood. That will be next Tuesday at 6 o'clock. Check out our website as well, IndianaSRN.org, to see all the games that we have. Indoor track, the IHSAA Indoor Championship championships at 1 o'clock on Saturday. And then the double dip, the women's championship basketball at 3, the men's championship game at 5, all here on IndianaSRN and IHSAA.tv. We want to thank you very much for tuning in tonight. If you have any more questions about IndianaSRN, you can contact us at coach@IndianaSRN.org.
Brian Crispin joins me today. And Brian, talk a little bit about the winter and Wheeler Mission and how important it is for people to help Wheeler Mission, because winter means homeless and homeless means people in the cold. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, we really serve a lot of people year round, no matter what the weather is, right? And so we serve anywhere from 700 to 900 people who are experiencing homelessness every single night. But when winter hits, that can become life or death. So if you're stuck out in the cold, happens every year. IMPD will find people out in the cold and encourage them to come in. But if they don't catch them in time, I mean, again, life and death. And so it's vital that our doors are open. And so we do that. Our staff shows up every day to make sure our doors are open. We serve 1,000 meals a day plus every single day. That's a nice, warm, nutritious meal. Donors provide that. Donors provide our food, coffee, something hot to drink. You know, donors provide that. So there's a lot of opportunities to get involved at Wheeler to make sure we can get through winter, or to work at Wheeler. We need staff, and so we're always looking for staff to get us through the winter time. We spread ourselves thin during winter, making sure that anybody can find space, and so we have bed capacities. For sure, but we go beyond that every winter to make sure that the city has an option for people who are experiencing homelessness in the dead of winter.
Schools out there that are watching this program with our reach, maybe they want to do a sock drive, or they want to do a sweatshirt drive. They can contact our office at IndianaSRN, or they can contact you. Where's a contact, or who would be a contact that maybe we want to do a sock drive? I think that would be a great idea for SRN to start one of those sock drives. How would that? What does that look like?
Yeah, so if you go to wheelermission.org, we have our needs lists that are right there on our website. Those change sometimes in the winter, but there are some needs that are pretty much continual when it comes to hygiene items, when it comes to warm items to get us through the winter. So when you're talking about coats, especially bigger sizes for people that come through, we want to make sure a lot of people that come to our mission, they come with the clothes on their back, right? And so we need to make sure they have something to wear during their stay with us, which could be for a few weeks, could be for a couple months. And so go to our website, wheelermission.org. You can donate directly there, whether it's a financial donation or you can look at our needs list. You can even find drop-off locations. You can drop it off at some of the barns that we have around the city, or come right down to Wheeler Mission, drop it off right there. But we need this community's support. So greatest thing about Indianapolis is it is a generous community.
Yes.
It is a community that steps up when there's a need. And there's 1,700 homeless individuals in our community. That number has risen 5% just over the last year. Wheeler Mission is the main place for those individuals to go, has been since 1893, over 130 years. And so support that ministry so that those doors can be open, making sure that every man, woman, and child that needs to come inside can come inside and not only get warm, but get nutritious meals, food, shelter, and care. And so beyond that, we take them through a whole journey of program to make sure that they come out our back door different people. But the first things first, right? Get them fed and get them warm and get them safe.
Since it's basketball season and we cover over 300 games a year on IndianaSRN, we challenge our basketball teams and our basketball programs to get involved. There are meals that need to be served. Tell our teams out there how they can help and serve meals.
Yeah, no better way to really open your eyes to the community's needs than to stand in front of people who are desperately in need and hand them a meal, hand them what they're asking for that day. So great group opportunity is to volunteer at Wheeler, Michigan. You can go to wheelervolunteer.org. You can sign up a group. It can take an hour and a half to come down and serve a lunch. You can get 12, 15 people involved in that, a dinner. Come down either at our men's shelter or our women's shelter. It's a really cool experience for teams, not only to help in a way that you're making a difference, but to see the people that you're helping, right? To hand a meal to someone and smile and say hi to someone literally in their darkest moment, right? So
best assist they can ever make.
Oh yeah,
is to serve a meal.
That's a good point. It's a slam dunk.
It's a slam dunk, exactly. For IndianaSRN, this is Keith Myers.
Can't make it to the game? We've got your back. Just go to www.indianasrn.org and tune in to all of the live action or go to our on-demand service and relive your favorite moments.
Bertner Electric Incorporated provides professional commercial electrical contractor services to Indianapolis and surrounding communities. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, our knowledge and experience make us the perfect choice for all your commercial electrical contractor needs. Contact us today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as...
High school basketball on IndianaSRN brought to you in part by Dynamark. Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. They've been serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service. If you'd like more information, give them a call, 317-328-2555. All right, we know the easy answer to this one is somehow Carmel's got to get some points on the board.
Oh, man, you're taking my thunder.
Sorry, but I got another question for you here in a minute.
They got to score.
Got to score.
Defensively, good.
Yeah.
I don't think 22 is enough points.
No.
But I think if you get to 40, you're in good shape.
I agree.
What's my other question?
Well, I was just thinking about how did that IU-Purdue game come out the other day? Do you remember that? I forgot to ask you about that, the men's basketball game. You remember that?
When was that?
Just a couple of days ago.
A couple of days. Was that Sunday?
Does it matter?
I was at church all day. I was in.
Yeah, you were.
I was in the booth.
In the booth at church?
Yeah,
that's right. You're sinning now.
Jerry's called me a sinner. It was terrible. That's what it was. Terrible.
I didn't mean to bring it up, but
That's
I just came to my mind.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys. Yeah, I got you. Here we go.
Tiger basketball. Hurt. Leading the way scoring-wise, Julius Spann with 5 in that first half for Attucks. Good look at Hurt on the drive, back down to Briscoe. Can't get it to go. Briscoe saves it from going out of bounds. He does not, as it'll go over to Carmel. Let me tell you what, if you're going inside tonight, Coach, you better be a big boy about it.
Double team him.
Wow.
They double teamed him underneath the basket. It got physical because somebody got a nose.
Yeah, I think that Evan Harrell may have caught one upside the face.
Got the elbow.
So that'll be Carmel basketball for the first time. Bremer 2 points in the first half. Evan Harrell led them with 9. That defense continues to play very well for Crispus Attucks. They are what you would call up-in-your-face defense. There is no room, and there's a turnover to begin the quarter for Carmel. That's number 9 now for the Greyhounds.
That's at the end of the game. You say, okay, what kind of gum did he have?
Yeah.
Strawberry.
They'll know every bit of it. You don't see a lot of teams do that well as you see Attucks doing on defense, so Coach Hawkins has really sold that, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Briscoe.
And that's why he wins games in the 40s.
Briscoe got hammered on the way up. That may be Dickerson from the outside. And nope, they're going to give it to Liam Mann, his second. And so Desmond Briscoe to the line for the first time. Briscoe 4 points, now make it 5. They will undoubtedly, as we said, they have a bye in the first round of the tournament, but all indications are it will be them and Cathedral in the championship game. Free throw good. The latest USA poll came out today in 4A. Fishers, Greenfield, Westfield, Anderson, and Avon. By the way, Fishers and Westfield play in the opening round. Ball loose at midcourt. Good hustle by both teams. Cousins.
Is that sectional in Noblesville? Or is that Carmel's rotation?
I believe it is in Noblesville. Cathedral, South Bend St. Joseph, Brownstown Central, New Pal, and Guerin in the 3A ranks. Wapahani, South Ripley, Park Heritage, Manchester, and Northeastern, the top 5 in 2A, and then Clay City, Hauser, Orleans, Clinton Prairie, and Couts, and a much-needed basket right there by Aiden Dickerson. There'll be one more poll that'll come out next week. The AP poll will come out probably by tomorrow.
And the Mr. Basketball poll comes out next Tuesday.
Turnover, Attucks, that's their 5th. Carmel trying to push the tempo. Nice pass underneath to Mann. Mann left it short. He got intimidated there by Desmond Briscoe.
That's great defense.
Here's English. Off now to Brownlow. Missed it. Brownlow had those early 3 free throws. He has not scored since, but he got into foul trouble that hurt his cause. Nice pass down low. Missing the bunny is Evan Harrell.
Wow.
Nobody even around him. Left hand, left side, left hand, coach. You have a tendency not to shoot it over if you use your left hand. You know that.
Yes.
Get a little too tight shooting it on that left side with the right hand or vice versa.
Oh, nice foul by.
Yeah, that's Cousins. Pull-up jumper good. Got the defender in the air. He has 5.
You know, he did that a couple times in the city tournament where he just took the ball with authority.
Lead at 9. Mann fakes the handoff, takes it himself with the left hand, his first 2 points.
That time he went more aggressive.
And they'll need more of that. In the lane, right hand, no good by Brownlow. They're one and done. Bremer quickly back the other way. They're pushing the tempo now. Ball goes out of bounds and a turnover by Carmel. That's number 10. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Highway Safety Services. You do what you do, we'll keep you safe doing it. Give them a call at 765-446-1502. We'll be naming the Piper Logistics Player of the Game, or at least Keith will, in the Morales postgame show tonight. 7-point lead. Already, Carmel scored more points in this quarter than they did the entire second. Here's Thomas, straight away 3, good.
No arc.
7 now by Ronason Thomas, who he didn't need it though. 7 off the bench for Thomas. Shot fake by Bremer, drives in the lane, and a foul call. It looks like they're going to get Iman Cousins. Take another look at this. He catch and shoot. Good left-hander.
Cousins' second foul of the night.
We're going to look down low here to Dickerson. Dickerson able to get away from the defender and lay it in. All 5 of his points here in the third.
Correction, Cousins' first foul of the night.
Each team with 1 past the halfway point here in the third quarter. Chris Hurt and a 5-second call. Turnover, Attucks.
Got to move. They stopped, they stood around.
Timeout on the floor, 8-point lead.
Can't get to a computer? Then we've got you covered. Just go to the IndianaSRN app and stay up to date with all of your favorite teams. You can watch live coverage or relive the experience with our on-demand service.
Said it so nicely, didn't he?
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Officially Human. Their mission is to restore respect to game officials and recognize them as authorities on the field and the courts. Do your part, practice good sportsmanship. If we don't have officials, we don't play.
We cannot play.
No, we can't. Well, you can, but it's not going to be much fun.
You don't want me and Troy to do any more games.
No. Double team out front. Able to get rid of it is Bremer. 8-point lead. Spinning to the baseline is Mann, and then he gets tied up. Jump ball. Desmond Briscoe really went after Liam Mann that time.
I think he got challenged.
Yeah. That possession arrow is in favor of Carmel. Nice strong drive to the baseline by Brownlow. Carmel trying to pick up their defensive intensity as well as Hurt. Lobs it to Cousins. Coming up on 3 minutes. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Good defense by Carmel. Back in the lineup is Jamie Wack.
Got to tie your shoe. Got the pink kids.
That's a Briscoe, by the way. No need to spend in a timeout. Just get her done. Off the inbound. Cousins from Hurt. Hurt's been quiet tonight, just 3 points. Here's Cousins. Down to Briscoe. Bodied up there by Mann. Briscoe receives it again. Turns, fires, misses. And the rebound falls into the hands of Jamie Wack. Here come the Greyhounds once again. Bremer. Stripped from behind. The steal and then the missed dunk at the other end by Brownlow. Great opportunity to put 2 on the board, but he missed it. Each team has had that, and a drive and an offensive foul against Bremer. His second, 11th turnover.
And now, whoa. I think he changed the call.
So take that away from Bremer. Take the turnover away as well. So they called it on Iman Cousins.
Man.
Yeah, that's going to put Bremer at the line. Thomas out. Caden English back in.
My scorebook is not very good right now, Troy. There's too many X's and both.
I need to
use a pencil.
Yeah. So they gave that foul to Cousins on the block. So that's going to be his second. They did count the basket by Bremer, but he misses the free throw. So now we've got some residue on the floor.
Did the Attucks hockey team play last night?
Yes.
So the ice is coming up from
the condensation
water.
from the ice. This is interesting. You look at Evan Harrell missing that one shot down there, and then you come back this way, and then Brownlow misses a dunk down here. You think, well, what's the big deal? In a close ball game, it can be a big deal.
1 point's going to win you a game.
It could. Right now it's a 6-point lead, and you'd love to look back at that and go, man, let's just lay it in and get the 2 points. We'd all love to dunk it like that.
And can I say this?
Yeah.
The official that changed his call because he knew he was wrong, that takes a lot of guts in this game. That's excellent.
As long as he gets it right.
That's right.
Shot fake. Step aside English. No. Whack with a rebound.
Got out of rhythm.
Julian Vaught back in, fires and hits it. That'll be a 3-point bucket, his first of the night. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-point ball game. The offense has come alive for Carmel. And they have held Crispus Attucks to just 7 points in this quarter. Be a big win for the Greyhounds if they can walk out of here. Briscoe on the low block. May have gotten away with a push. He went to the floor. Hurt drives, gets cut off there by Bremer. One thing about man, he's not going to back down underneath. This is Hurt. Feeds inside, and it goes off the leg of a Carmel player. Take it out underneath. We have seen so much. You and I talked about this last night. We've seen so many times where a team will score 15 to 20 in one quarter, 5 to 7 in the next.
Yes.
The miss on the layup attempt by Hurt. Carmel, chance to tie the ball game. The drive down low, the feed, and then the block shot by Briscoe as he got Jamie Wack. Briscoe has about 3 blocks here tonight. Going to come here with A.J. Jones now as Crispus Attucks will go to their bench. Here's this.
This is the Spitfire right here, A.J. Jones.
Watch this.
Look
out.
That's a nice block.
Yeah, great timing. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay here. I don't think the fans over there agreed with that call. You know, as an official and you're standing right in front of those fans, you can hear everything they say.
No. And the crazy thing is you're right in front of it, and
Yeah.
you saw it go out of bounds.
Yeah. Got a timeout on the floor, 29-26.
Hey, thanks for joining us tonight. We consider it a privilege to have you as one of our listeners and viewers. If you'd like to see more content just like tonight, just hit the donate button. Every dollar that you donate will go right back into more games right here on IndianaSRN. This means more games for you. It's IndianaSRN, where you always have a front row seat.
Looking to elevate your brand? Choose Dynamark, your local one-stop shop for all your print, signs, promo products, apparel, and mailing services. Serving Indianapolis for over 50 years. Dynamark, where strong relationships are built through exceptional service.
High school basketball brought to you tonight by Family Source Insurance. Pat Cherry is your independent agent representing Ohio Mutual Insurance. Give him a call at 317-894-7000. Don't forget, if you like to see more games on IndianaSRN, make sure you go to the IndianaSRN.org page and click on that donate button. You can also choose which school you'd like to have represented. Off the inbound, good pressure defense again by Crispus Attucks. That is A.J. Jones on the guard out front, Bremer. Good look at Wack. Wide open, Vaught for 3, short this time, offensive rebound, Dickerson, and they'll get another chance, and that's not going to make Chris Hawkins very happy. The drive down low, Briscoe gets his 4th block. A.J. Jones back the other way, off now to Hurt. They work it inside, and we have a foul call.
You know, when Briscoe was a freshman, he swatted those out of bounds. Now he's taught himself to swat it down and keep it in play.
Third foul on Liam Mann. He's going to come out of the lineup. Harrell is in. Thomas back in for the Tigers as Caden English will sit down. English, a double-digit score, has not scored tonight. 32.2 to go. Off the inbound, left-hand shot no good by Hurt. They're one and done. We'll head the other way. See if Carmel will play for one. That is Hurt on the guard out front. Clock under 20. Bremer on the drive. Once he picks up his dribble, they are all over him. Bremer loses the basketball. And what do we got here? Jump ball. 1 second remaining. And we have possession there in favor of the Greyhounds, unless they didn't change it. So it will be Greyhound basketball. They got one. They'll have to get something, catch and shoot.
You know, you sit on the floor like that and you cover that up, the 5 second count still counts on you.
Yeah. HCAC basketball men's and women's championships coming up. 3 o'clock, the women from Transylvania. The men's game on Saturday as well will be at 5 o'clock.
At Anderson. Get your tickets now.
Off the inbound. Vaught cannot get the shot up in time. We head to the fourth, a 3-point lead.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
We encourage you to follow us on Twitter at IndianaSRN. Find upcoming games, video highlights, and much more. Follow us now at IndianaSRN.
High school basketball brought to you by Aspen Creek Grill. If you're looking for amazing fresh food and servers that genuinely care about service, make sure you go to Aspen Creek Grill. If you'd like more information, give them a call, 866-85-3249. It is now a one-possession game as Carmel held Attucks to 7 points. They had 15 in the first, only 7 in the second, 7 in the third. That's Crispus Attucks.
Well, how about the scoreline for Carmel? 11, 3, and 12.
A lot of ups and downs here, huh?
Yeah.
Nothing has come easy.
How long do you think the possession will be here?
That's a really good question. By the way, Evan Harrell still has 9. He has not scored in the second half. The drive down the lane, bucket good. Chris Hurt, he now has 5. Lead back to 5.
Here comes the press again, full court press.
Going to try to get this thing a little more up-tempo again. Jamie Wack across the timeline, working there against A.J. Jones. Ball stolen away. Hurt back the other way. Hurt will score. 2 in a row for Chris Hurt.
That's the defense of A.J. right there. A.J. Jones caused that turnover. Oh, Hurt stole it again.
Another turnover basket. Good by Brownlow. 12 turnovers, and all of a sudden it's a 9-point lead. We will keep it here for this timeout as...
Look at this. That's pretty impressive right there, huh?
Yeah.
AJ.
Boy, how quickly this thing changed, and there's your steal as well.
What, 6 quick points?
Absolutely amazing. Chris Hurt, 2 buckets and the steal, fed Brownlow. He gets the assist as well within just what? Minute?
25 seconds?
Well, I mean, total possession
about a
time.
minute. Yeah.
Because you look at the 2 that Hurt had earlier. And what a spark.
Now, you can't relax,
right?
But you sure do feel a little bit more comfortable.
And, of course, you got to account for Desmond Briscoe's defense at the other end. It's become very difficult for Carmel to score inside.
I just like how they put the press back on as intense as they did in the first half.
Yeah.
And
well, I don't think Carmel wants to play that up-tempo. That's why you put it back, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And plus, you also had Brownlow with a couple of fouls. You had Briscoe with a couple of fouls earlier. And if you want to keep them in the lineup, you got to be very careful. But now,
all in 48 seconds.
Yeah, well, how about that? Now you can let them go a little bit more, be more free on defense. Great defense by A.J. Jones against Bremer in a 5-second call.
I'm telling you what, I saw that kid in the JV game talking to smack and he held up with it. He's doing the same thing. I like that kid.
Averages 4.9 points per game at the varsity level and has given the Tigers a big-time spark. That is A.J. Jones right there as he takes the handoff from Hurt. Jones fires, missed it, rebounded by Harrell.
Rushed a shot.
Will head the other way. Carmel. Every time they turn, it's a chance to get a steal. Here's a 3 on the way, no good. As Vaught can't get it to go, Harrell had it for the moment. Now the Tigers will slow it down.
You bet.
Zach Michaels will come back in. Left hand, shot on the way, good. It's going to be Thomas. He's in double figures with 10.
And don't look now, it's 12.
And that happened quick within less than 2 minutes. It went from 3 to 12 points. And another timeout by the Greyhounds. They trail it here in the fourth quarter by 12.
They say nice guys don't finish first. So maybe it's time to reconsider what it means to be first.
It's about being your best, but knowing you could be even better.
It's being present, but respectful of history.
It's donating something more valuable than money.
It's believing in yourself and something bigger.
It's coming from different families, but treating each other like brothers.
It's not just being a man, it's being a Mason.
Tonight's game on IndianaSRN brought to you by Wheeler Mission. For over 131 years, Wheeler Mission has been a pillar in the Indianapolis community, providing help, hope, and healing to people in need. If you'd like to volunteer or need more information, call 317-686-6239. What a turn of events we have seen here at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and there's another turnover. The steal, the layup good. Chris Hurt has turned it on in the fourth. 6 points by Hurt. Big screen by Mann. And now Carmel down by 14. Now it's going to be 12 thanks to Zach Michaels. They're going to say it is a 3, so make it 11. Michaels with 6 points. This is Hurt once again. Good ball movement here by the Tigers. A little floater in the lane, missed by Brownlow. And for the first time in the fourth quarter, the Tigers come up empty on a possession. I don't know about you, with the Tigers chasing me around, I'd be dead tired by now.
Yeah, they'll be asleep on the bus going home.
Carmel basketball. Still need to get Harrell going. It's not scored in the second half. Under the 5-minute mark. Briscoe jumping that screen and then gets back down to cover Mann. Mann out on the high post against Briscoe. Mann drives inside, basket good and a foul, and they needed that one. Desmond Briscoe picks up his third. There's that steal moments ago by Chris Hurt. And you noticed he didn't try to dunk at that time. Lay it in, not like what Brownlow did. Jamie Wack back in. Also checking into the lineup for Carmel. They try to get a breather. It'll be JaMychal Fountain. Liam Mann now with 5 points. Lead back down to 8. Nearing the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Well, the other thing you like about A.J. Jones, Coach, is he handles the ball extremely well. So you got a guy like that, it's awful hard to get a steal.
Yep.
By the way, Briscoe still in the lineup with those 3 fouls. Briscoe's going to fire it and miss it short. And we'll head the other way here with Zach Michaels. That's Michaels down the lane. A lot of contact, no whistle. Picking it up will be Wack. And then we have a foul call against Chris Hurt. Or nope, they're going to say 22 Brownlow. It's going to be his third. That might have been another blocked shot that time by Desmond Briscoe. Coming out of the lineup will be Thomas, 10 points tonight. Right now, the spark has been Chris Hurt here in the fourth quarter. This is Michaels. We got to get Harrell going. And so far, he's just not been able to get any shots. They'll swing the ball right side to Zach Michaels. It goes out of bounds. They're going to stay here. Briscoe thought the ball was actually touched by the Greyhounds. Now, when the ball goes out on the sideline, it's this official's call.
That's correct.
If it goes out of bounds down there, it's his call.
Correct. And you don't blow your other person's line. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah, Michaels had to go off his leg. Oh. Now, he may not have had a very good angle to see that either. But you can always ask for help. Trap is Michaels. Turnover, Carmel, number 15 of the night. And now the Tigers can run a little clock right here. Last year it was 49-37 Carmel. And right now Crispus Attucks looking for their first win in the 4 meetings they've had. The drive down the lane, the feed off to Briscoe, missed it, and he's fouled.
Man, he got whacked hard on the arm. That's Mann's third, right?
Man, fourth. So here is Briscoe at the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight, has 6 points. I know he didn't play as well in that city championship game as he would like.
He was sick, though.
Yes,
if you remember correctly.
He threw up a couple of times. So I think he's probably looking forward to a rematch if they get Cathedral in the sectional.
Boy, I tell you what, a lot of people had the flu that week.
Yeah. Back to a 9-point lead. Second one short, man with a rebound. Carmel's got to get it going here pretty quick. They were able to put 12 on the board in the third. They're struggling again here in the fourth. The extra pass, nothing there. The defense continues to be a problem. Undeniably, you look at this defense, that's been the biggest issue right now for Carmel. They just can't find a shot.
They are just everywhere.
Yeah. They will not let you breathe. I thought Harrell was going to shoot that ball that time, and he got covered up quickly.
Probably the best defensive team we've seen all week,
I
all
agree.
year.
It really has been just fun to watch. Well, that time, Bremer may have gotten away with an offensive foul, but a timeout on the floor by Carmel. It's back to a 7-point lead.
Calling officials cheaters or corrupt? Insulting referees.
Threatening officials.
Berating young umpires, learning the ropes.
Violent language in the stands.
Screaming at a referee in the parking lot.
It's not a game.
You want a piece of equipment you can trust, one that's easy to use. No matter the size of the job, you want to create a feeling worthwhile, something you can use for every job. For over 60 years, Reynolds has been a community staple, ensuring our customers powerful implements and top quality care and service. You need something that's in it for the long haul. Visit Reynolds Farm Equipment, your hometown John Deere dealer, today at reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Highway Safety Services. You do what you do. We'll keep you safe doing it. Give them a call, 765-446-1502. After the game, the Morales Group postgame show coming up. I did that one already.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what. back to the Morales Group postgame show in a little bit when we're done here. Briscoe. After the timeout, Tigers basketball. That is Chris Hurt. Boy, you're going to have to be strong now because now Carmel's coming after you. One thing about that when you look at the Brownlow pass is if he would fake it, get those defenders to buy on it, and then make that pass the other way, you're going to be in better shape because you're going to throw the arms through the arms this time. Skip pass, Brownlow. Tigers coming up on 2 minutes. The drive by Hurt. A.J. Jones trapped in the corner and a whistle. Stoppage of play for the moment, and I think the Tigers got a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Smart play there again by A.J. Jones.
This is our last game of the regular season on IndianaSRN. We want to thank you and all our viewers for helping us with another successful year as we end up our high school season. Our season begins sectional next Tuesday, but we got college for you the rest of the way out. Championship game at 3 and 5 on the women's and men's side, and also the indoor track championship at 1. So Saturday, just go home, turn on your computer, get on the big screen, and watch track and basketball all day.
Don't you have like a 65-inch TV?
I do.
65 inches of pure fun, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, is it a lot easier to take charts.
Yeah. If I had your money, I'd get me one, but I don't have that kind of money.
Okay.
Of course, if I had your money, I'd throw mine away.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 minutes remaining. Ball is deflected, picked up there by A.J. Jones, and then they throw it away. That is only, by the way, their 7th turnover of the night. And Cousins comes back in, and he will come in for A.J. Jones. But give A.J. Jones a lot of credit. He played well.
Yes, he did.
Plus the shoes.
I like the shoes.
Under 2 minutes. Carmel needs to get it going quickly. Man steps through, blocked from behind by Briscoe, and a foul call. And they're going to get Briscoe for number 4. He did get the block, though, before the foul. You're going to see it right there. But then he got it right there as he pushed from behind. So now 4 on Briscoe. He has been a thorn in the side of the Greyhounds inside all night long. 5 block shots by Briscoe. Man drives, stripped out of his hands, and if they got Briscoe, it'll be number 5. Let's see if they'll get him or Hurt. They got Hurt. You know how I knew it was Hurt? Because I looked at the Attucks bench, and they're all holding up number 1. They want to make sure Briscoe didn't get number 5. The drive, finger roll, good by Harrell, his first 2 of the second half. He has 11. Lead is at 5. 1:15 remaining. Wide open underneath. Basket good as English will go to the line for the 3-point play.
What I like is the hesitation and then went up the same time to defender. Defender smacked the backboard and smacked him and got the 3-point play.
You saw the Herald bucket at the other end of the floor. That foul called on Dickerson. That'll be his second. One thing about it, and Carmel had to gamble. They weren't trying to get everybody up there to get a steal, and when you do, if nobody's back, you end up giving up the layup. Generally, the idea is you have 4 guys out. You got to leave somebody in the lane. Big free throw here by English is short. 7-point lead. Coming up on 1 minute remaining. Bremer crossed the timeline. Vaught hit a 3 earlier. They could use one here. Harrell. Vaught spins. Can't find an opening against Chris Hurt. Shoots it and misses. Rebound, Mann, and then he reverse dunks it. How about Liam Mann? You call that with authority. Foul will be called, I believe, on Vaught. Look at this. Watch this. Bing. I haven't seen hops like that since you were in high school.
And he said, finally, he didn't block my shot.
Yeah. 44 seconds remaining. Right now, it's a 5-point lead. Hurt gets fouled in the backcourt. Foul on number 13, which is Bremer. That's going to be his second.
One more to give.
Yep. Which means the Tigers can use a little more time until the quick foul there by Bremer, his third. And so we will walk to the other end, and it'll be Chris Hurt for 2 shots.
You got to knock down these free throws.
The Tigers are on the line shooting 2. At the line for the Tigers, number 1, Chris Hurt.
So here is Hurt. Back in the ball game will be A.J. Jones. Cousins will sit down. Second one by Hurt is good. He has come up big in the 4th quarter. So now Carmel running out of time here. They're down by 7. They'll have to work very quick. Not a whole lot of passing can be happening here. Forcing up the 3 is missed by Dickerson, and it goes out of bounds. It looked like maybe Caden English gave a little hip check and shoved the Carmel player out of bounds, and he landed pretty hard in the stands. That's going to be Bremer.
I think that's just a really hard play. I think you're going to stop the ball go out of bounds.
Well, I think he kind of gave it a little,
Did he?
Yeah. Like in hockey, you know, when you get up somebody against the glass, and you've played hockey.
In my dreams.
Yeah, watch this. Doink.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, actually, that was English, that did that.
That's incidental.
That's okay. Foul in the backcourt by Dickerson, his third. I think he kind of slid into him, though. You know, like that hockey thing, you just kind of slide into him, and I'd do that to you if I was playing hockey. You'd do it to me, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything to win.
One thing for sure. Now, remember, Attucks has to go to Ben Davis tomorrow.
But Carmel has a whole week to get well.
And they will, tell you what, they've got some things to fix, but they have every piece there to do something in the tournament.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And but this will prepare them. The game will slow down a lot, whoever they play, because this is a very quick and athletic Crispus Attucks team. Now for Attucks, we'll see how they do against Ben Davis at Ben Davis. Nice move inside by Mann. He missed it. And got a foul call. 11.8.
Carmel will end their season at 10-12. Attucks will go 16-6. Playing back-to-back till Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
That's odd. Yeah.
Well, you got to be done by Friday, correct?
Pretty much.
Can
Friday
you
or
play Saturday?
You
can't play Saturday.
Yeah. But do you want to play Saturday?
No. Shoot, I wouldn't want to play this week. I would have loved to have 2 weeks to prepare.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of teams don't like it. Yeah, they think you're going to get rusty between, especially when you've had a season where you're playing, and then all of a sudden you don't play for 2 weeks.
Good point. That's why I didn't win any sectionals.
Second free throw is missed, but we have a lane violation. I think Mann tried to sneak across the line before the ball hit the rim. So it remains an 8-point lead with 11.3 seconds remaining. I know Ryan Osborne is a little frustrated, but again, tough place to come play. And I think they'll just let it run out here as Hurt comes across the timeline, and Crispus Attucks will win it tonight. 47-39 is your final score. We'll come back, and the Morales Group postgame show coming up next.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Final score, 47-39. With us now is Chris Hawkins, the Victorious coach. And Chris, what a physical basketball game.
You know, every time you play Carmel, you're going to have to get everything. You have to play hard. You know, every possession is going to be tough. So our kids, withstood, a real tough physical game. And we were able to make plays, make free throws, and, get the victory.
Talk a little bit about the first half. You scored 15 in the first quarter, 7 in the second quarter. They scored 11-3, made it a game at halftime, stretched it out a little bit in the fourth quarter. I tell you what, I think it's Hurt who scored 6 points in about 13 seconds. That puts you over the top tonight.
Yeah, we came out and picked up, I think that was like 3 straight steals. Yes. We got back to back to back. So, we told our kids, they're going to make you shoot over a hand. They don't really give you driving lanes, but if we can get some steals, some turnovers, get some easy ones, that will help us out as far as scoring tonight.
Buddy, you need to talk to your athletic director because you play a tough team like Carmel, and then tomorrow you play at Ben Davis. I don't know who your athletic director is, but you need to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Miss Davis. I don't know why she put this schedule together.
Oh, is that what it is?
Okay. Yeah, Miss Davis did it.
Well, Miss Davis is going to have us come back. She loves what we're doing. We love watching Attucks play. Can't wait to see what we can do to get together for next year. Good luck in sectional, and we'll see you down the road.
Nope, I appreciate you coming, and like I said, we love you guys coming over here.
You're the best.
And doing this for us, so thank you.
You bet. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
From warehousing to transportation and everything in between, Piper Logistics does it all. Centrally located, Piper Logistics has 2 warehouses in Indianapolis and a warehouse in Cincinnati, Ohio. Piper Logistics houses over 1 million square feet. Along with our transportation department, we can provide service to half the United States markets.
Get a Gator that will get you where you need to go. Something you can get in and go with plenty of space. Be ready to tackle any terrain, large or small. When you choose Reynolds, you choose reliability. The guaranteed great customer experience and relationship from the moment you walk in. Come in and see for yourself or visit reynoldsfarmequipment.com.
Back here at Crispus Attucks, tonight's postgame show brought to you by the Morales Group. Building better futures one story at a time. Whether you're looking to start a new career, maybe grow your team with exceptional talent like us, make sure you check out the Morales Group. They will help you succeed. But great win. Coach Hawkins and his group really had them prepared for tonight. They survived the run there by Carmel, and now you're going to be going into tomorrow night's game at 16-6. I don't know how much they're going to have left in the tank for tomorrow night, but it's a great win here tonight.
Or what do you show tomorrow night? Because, you know, the people are going to be watching.
Yeah, nothing.
So, yeah, you're right. Great game. Carmel left it out on the floor, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to talk about the physicality of this game. Can you imagine playing 22 games like that all year long?
No.
It gets you ready for the sectional.
Yeah, you think about all the teams they played this year, no doubt about it. Carmel will be battle-tested for sure as they will enter the tournament at 10-12. We will come back and we'll name the Piper Logistics Player of the Game coming up next.
At Morales Group Staffing, we are all about building better futures. And during these times, we are working hard to put people to work. We are now hiring for hundreds of jobs with pay up to $17 an hour. Visit our website at moralesgroup.net or text JOBS, JOBS, to 317-472-7600 to apply now and get hired today.
We encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, IndianaSRN. Hit the bell to get notifications for upcoming games and more. Watch as many games as you want, as many times as you want.
Tonight's Player of the Game presented by Piper Logistics. From warehousing to transportation, Piper Logistics delivers solutions that keep you on the move. With efficiency and reliability, Piper Logistics gets the job done. And the player that is the player of the game tonight, or Piper Logistics player of the game, no doubt about it, Coach, in the fourth quarter, he got it done.
Yeah, I did. Chris Hurt ended up with 13 points, a couple of steals, and a couple of rebounds. But the first 48 seconds of the fourth quarter was him creating offense to have the point from the 3-point game to a 9-point game to a 12-point game. Very interesting. Congratulations to him.
So, again, Chris Hurt is the Piper Logistics Player of the Game.
Hey, that wraps it up for us. Our sectional play starts next Tuesday. Please join us with that. Check out our website for where we're going. But we do have college sports for you on Saturday, doubleheader, the 3 o'clock IHSAA Women's Championship game from Transylvania, and at 5 o'clock, the Anderson hosting the men's and also indoor track at 1 o'clock. That wraps it up for Jerry Collins, Nick Lewis, Troy Daragowski, and the whole entire crew. Thank you so much. We'll see you down the road.